So I am going to mount a scope on my AR. I just recently picked up the AR Optics 3x9x40 1-inch tube Bushnell. It's very inexpensive. It can be had for under $200 here in Canada, and probably cheaper in the States. I tried using some high UTG scope rings, but they weren't clearing the irons or the flip down sights, so I figured I would just try something different. So I looked around, and that was about the best thing I could find. It's a Burris AR-PEPR, I guess, mount, and it's proper eye position ready. These seem to get pretty decent reviews. The only real knock against them is they're made in China and they're kind of heavy. So we're going to just take this out of the package, mount it onto my SIG M400 AR, and see if it clears the irons. Then we're going to take it out to the range and have a shoot. Anyway, just to confirm the weight of it, we take it out of the package. And I'll do this American friendly, change it to ounces, and we get 8 3/4 ounces. So she's a heavy old girl. Now it does come with the top, with the rings having a Picatinny rail on the top as well. I'll probably swap that out to these ones here. They come with the second set that's smooth. I don't think I'll be putting a reflex sight on top of my scope anytime soon. So anyway, that should actually lighten the load a little bit. And anyway, alright, so when I put everything on the scale, just using the smaller tops to the rings or to the base, oh, I missed one. I get 8 3/8 ounces instead of 8 3/4. Not a big difference. Alright, the only installation tip perhaps that I will offer is that it might be handy to have a Torx screwdriver. This one is a T15, I believe. Yes, it is. That makes the work just that much quicker. So the mount went on quite nicely, as you can see. It looks really nice with the scope on it. I'm going to take it out for a test shoot tomorrow and see how it worked out. I did end up using a ratchet actually, because this isn't a quick release model. So what did I use? I used a 13mm ratchet, and it fit nicely on the end over here. So I was able to torque it down nicely and do it very carefully as well. As I mentioned, there's 6 bolts up on top here, or Torx, so get your Torx screwdriver. It's certainly going to save time than the tool provided with the scope. Lots of Loctite, well, not lots, but enough Loctite, and you should be good. Now I did buy this for one specific reason, and it does meet my requirements. There's clearance, and it will fit under the flip-up sights. Alright, that's about the best video I can get of the reticle. The reticle, like I said, is a little bit finer than the 1x4, so it's just a little bit more precise and a little easier to shoot a group. So the Burris one-piece scope mount seems to be doing a really good job. It seems to be holding. I shot it at 100 yards the other night, and I managed about 1.25 1.5 inch group. I'm going to take it out today and shoot it a little bit more because I was just shooting fast. Now the 3x9 Bushnell scope is it's working out really nicely. The side focus works really good. It seems to track nicely. The glass is good. Obviously it's not great at the price point that's at. And the reticle is a little finer than the 1x4, which makes precision shooting a little bit easier. Alright, 3 rounds of American Eagle 5.56, 55 grain. We'll shoot that group again, a little bit of shooter error on that. Alright, I shot at the center of the target. I kind of pulled one way off, so I'm going to just find another spot on the target. Probably the bottom right hand orange part of the target. Make that my groove. The one thing with the Bushnell scope is the magnification ring is hard to turn, so you have to be fairly deliberate. Alright, well, I shot 3 groups, and well, as you can see, somewhere between 1.25 inches and 1.5 inches. Well, actually, most of them look like they're about 1.25 inches.